Hey everyone, this is Jen. We are doing some yoga things this morning. I actually had a really nice little baby meal so far, and I was thinking we would do twists, and I still want to do twists, even though I definitely am not doing it on empty stomach. So we'll see how this goes. It's actually because the last couple of days, I usually I still am not a very good cook, but there are a couple of things that I make that are okay. And I've been like, oh, this is really nice. So one, of course, is just throwing everything into the crock pot meal. And it's so easy, so simple. You put so many healthy beans and potatoes or whatever. And so long as you don't put too much additional things, like butter and all that stuff, it's pretty healthy. So that, and also a nice baked chicken. Anyway, these are the random things that I've been making. Tuna casseroles too, I think I mentioned that before. But I had never didn't get on the sourdough bandwagon. But these are my three things that I can count on to be relatively okay tasting. Let's not lie, they're pretty good. I need to definitely add to my repertoire though, for sure. So let me know if you have any good, simple, easy recipes. Okay, so we are definitely doing some twists. I thought we'd do kind of a full body thing too, not getting too crazy. So relatively, let's say, mild today. So not super mellow, not super strenuous, but kind of in between, getting our whole body going. Especially on a day like today, it's easy to kind of fall into the mellow kind of area because it's so gloomy outside, but we cannot do that forever. So we got to do a couple of things, get our bodies moving and going. So let's actually start just in a kneeling position. So knees, feet together, let your hands just rest on your lap. And take a moment here to settle yourself into your space. Relax your shoulders, close down your eyes. And enjoy some time right here just to breathe, right? Focus in on your breath. Full deep inhale through your nose. Long exhale out through your nose. Feel any tension, tightness, leave your shoulders, leave your body. Again, full deep inhale through your nose. And exhale out through your nose. Gently tuck your chin in toward your chest. And on your next inhale, roll your head over your left shoulder. Good. Take your time on these head rolls, letting your head relax back, right? Especially if you feel a little bit uncomfortable here each time. Allow yourself to give into it. Head over your right shoulder. So we're not starting from scratch every single time. Chin down toward your chest, right? So let your body gently move through it. Work out through any kinks. Head over your left shoulder one more time. Let your head gently relax back. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Head over your right shoulder. And chin down toward your chest. Good. And then when your head rolls over your left shoulder, again, pause there. If this feels good right here, you have enough resistance, stay right there. I'll give you a couple of options if you want a little bit more. Take your right fingers and just slide them underneath your right shin. And then just with your fingers kind of held in place by your shin, the weight of your leg, you can already feel that stretch deepen along the right side of your neck. If you want a little bit more, pick up your left hand and place it over your head, just above your right ear, for a little bit of heaviness, weight of your hand. Relax your both shoulders down. Wherever you are, let's take one more breath here, in through your nose. And exhale, soften out through your nose. Your next inhale, gently release any hand options you took. Return your hands to your lap. Return your chin toward your chest. Your next inhale, roll your head over your right shoulder. Nice and slowly allow your head to relax back toward the back of your space. your left shoulder, and trust that with a little bit of practice each time, return your chin toward your chest. With practice, this starts to feel a little bit more comfortable. Head over your right shoulder, more familiar. Head all the way back. Head over your left shoulder. And this is such nice range of motion we're creating, chin toward your chest. And take a pause only when your head reaches your right shoulder. And then see how that feels, right? Maybe this is pretty good resistance already. You like it, you want to stay here, that's perfect, right? Always be flexible with what your body is telling you, asking of you. If you'd like to take any options though, you can slide your left fingers underneath your left shin. And then once you lock your fingers into place, you feel just that bit of resistance added on, right? Your head dropping heavy over to your right. You can slide your fingers underneath your left shin just a bit more. And then if you're looking for a little bit more, head or your right hand over your head, just the weight of your hand very gently. Press heavy, letting your head drop a little bit more over to your right hand side. Be very gentle with this, no forcing, just allowing it to happen. The weight of your hand is perfect. And then wherever you are, let's just take one more breath in through your nose. And exhale, go out through your nose. Beautiful. And whatever hand option you took, your next inhale, release your hands back to your lap. Return your chin down toward your chest. And keeping your chin tucked, we'll just take one more breath in through your nose. Stay tall in your spine, even with your chin tucked. And exhale it out. Good. Your next inhale, lift your chin up into neutral. And then press your palm out, right? So your right palm pushing out as if you're saying stop. And then take your left fingers, pull your right fingers back, right? So a little bit of a stretch you should feel just in your right forearm, that area. This is good just for a little bit of a warm up for our wrists before we move into down dog and in everything else. And then let's switch it. Show me the top of your hand, pull your fingers back. Good stretch for your wrists. You're thinking about pushing your wrist forward as you pull your fingers back. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. I've actually been experiencing in the last couple of days a little bit of like golfer's elbow. So as James says, medial condylitis. Gently release and then go stop with your left hand. So I'm trying to do a little bit more of this stretching. And it's really interesting because I think a lot of climbers do experience this, and maybe I have in the past, but it feels like kind of more aggressive in the last couple of days. So definitely been trying to do a couple more of these more like therapeutic exercises. Show me the top of your hand and we'll pull those fingers back as you gently push your wrist away from you. Good. Nice, and let's gently release. Take a couple circles, one direction, and then we'll go in the other direction. Feels good. And then find your tabletop right here, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We'll do a couple of these circles, right? So circle to your right a couple of times, already pushing your chest away, so not letting your chest dump here, really strong in your core already. And then once you've done a couple of circles in that direction, let's go the other direction, right? So already applying a little bit of weight here into our palms, into our wrists. And once you've taken a couple of circles there, find a pause, pull your navel in tight, and then tuck your toes in. Let's move into our first downward facing dog. Pedal out through your heels very deliberately here. And I always recommend doing or maintaining a slight bend in our legs. There's always this rush to straighten out legs, but I really feel that if you give yourself some time just to keep these legs bent, we can really work a long spine, and the hamstring stuff will come, right, once we're warmed up. So definitely just take your time, bend your legs as much as you need to, as your body is telling you to. And then from here, let's take a pause. Send your hips up, find length in your spine, relax your shoulders away from your ears. And even here, push weight into your finger pads so it's not just your wrists that are taking all of the weight. On your next inhale, three-legged dog, left leg. Lift up high toward the ceiling, lift. Exhale, lizard. So step your left foot to the left of your left hand, melt your hips. From here, push. Flex your left foot back toward your face. Really tilt your tail, open your chest, stay square. Bend into lizard, go bend. Good. Melt your hips, lengthen through your spine. And again, push, go long pyramid. Flex your left foot back towards your face. And bend, go low. This is a really nice way, deliberate way to work the length in your hamstrings. Go push. Tilt your tail, really lose any rounding in your spine, and bend, go low, go bend. And we just have one more round here. Push, go straight. Really tilt your tail, stick your hips up and back. Find lizard, go bend. From here, drop your back heel. Keep your left hand down, and then swim this right arm all the way up and over so you have extended side angle here. Breathe. Even your left palm is on the floor. You want to maintain some strength in your left side oblique so we're not completely collapsed down. Really push the floor away, stay engaged, nice and strong. Your right arm, let's open it, circle it back, and circle it forward. Good, swim it back. Go swim it back, open your chest, and swim it forward. Nice deliberate range of motion circles. Go swim it back. Use your left arm to also push your left knee back. One more time. This time, let's take ourselves up into warrior two. Beautiful. Reverse your warrior. Keep your right arm up. Open your chest. Good. Return to warrior two. Pick up your back heel. We'll move into high crescent. I'm going to shorten up my stance a little bit. Reach your both arms up. Get square over your left leg. Tuck your tail in a hair. Feel that stretch run down the right side hip flexor. And then reach for your right wrist, lift up tall, lean over to your left hand side. Build that stretch, side body, and also down, again, your right hip flexor. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale, lift up, stay balanced, stay strong. Exhale, lean over to your left. Deepen that stretch. Use your left hand to pull your right arm up and over. Very good. And then come back through center. Hold. From here, single-legged Tadasana. Shift. Right knee up. Beautiful. Find your high crescent again. Gently bend your base leg. Step your right toes back. One more time. Single-legged Tadasana without any extra dabbing. Good, and then circle your right knee out to the right, hands into the prayer position. Circle your right leg all the way back behind you. Move into the warrior three. Kick your right foot back. Hold, very nice. Lower your hands down, L shape. I'm gonna scoop back so I can see you. And then bend your top leg. Take your left hand, reach for your right foot. And then kick your right knee up higher toward the ceiling again, reinforcing that left hamstring stretch. Continue to kick, right knee up, arch out through your spine the best that you can. And then from here, bend your base leg, right hand into the center of your chest. Find yourself tall, twisted dancer prep lift. Kick into your hand, heel away from your bottom. Reach, extend your right arm. Find that arch in your spine. Okay, go for 4. We're landing in the same spot. For 3, for 2, for 1. Gently lower your right hand down. Kick your right foot up. One more time. And then gently let go. Left hand down. Send your right leg up. Lower your head, standing split. Send your right heel up even higher. One more time, lift. And then bend your base leg, feet together, chair pose, reach, extend, hold. Take one more breath here. Inhale, lengthen out through your arms. Exhale, forward fold, drop it all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen out through your spine, make it very deliberate. Shoulders draw back, exhale, fold. Find your high plank, lower your hands, send your toes back. Think length out through your crown, out through your heels, hollow out your chest. Hold for 4, yes. For 3, very good. For 2, downward facing dog. For 1, send your hips up and back. Breathe. Nice work. Left hamstring feels really nice and loose now, doesn't it? Breathe. Let's even things out here in one more breath. In through your nose again. Really use your finger pads, your 10 fingers, to push against the floor as well. Help bear the weight. Exhale out through your nose. Let your strong legs take your weight. Breathe. Yes. 3-legged dog next. Send your right leg up high toward the ceiling. Go lift. You have lizard. Right foot to the right of your right hand. Gently step it forward. Allow your hips to melt without rounding your spine. Melt your hips, open your chest. And then we have that long pyramid. Flex your right foot back towards your face. Easy for your hips to go out. I'm very much exaggerating. But you want to draw your right hip back, push your left hip forward. Really get that nice stretch down your right side hamstring. Then go low, lizard. Very nice. Again, push, go straight, go push. Find that really nice hamstring stretch. Tilt your tail and bend, go low, go bend. I love that hamstring stretch. I could stay there for days. And then push, go straight, go push. Nice. I'm gonna switch the orientation in just a bit. Lizard, go. Bend into your right leg. One more time here. Push, go straight, go push. Bend, go low, go bend. Nice. Now drop your back heel down. We move into this extended side angle. And where your right hand is down, but really you want to keep the strength in your core to lift yourself up light. We have those swims. So take your left arm, swim it all the way back. Feel that squeeze of your left shoulder blade, and then swim it forward. Maintain your shoulders away from your ears, your long neck. Open up through your chest, go swim it back. And swim it forward, super nice. 2 more times, go swim it back, open your chest, open your shoulders, and swim it forward. Use your right elbow to help push your right knee back. Swim it, go back, nice. Swim it, go forward. We're moving into warrior 2. So pick up your right hand, find your place, good. And then let's move into reverse warrior. Right arm goes back, open your chest. Nice. Warrior 2. Find your place. Hold. We move into that high crescent. Find it. Back heel lifts. Arms up. A little tuck of your tail. Lose this complete arch ribby situation. Pull your navel in tight so you're very strong in your core. Grab a hold of your left wrist. Lift up tall and then lean over to your right hand side. Feel that beautiful stretch run down your left side hip flexor. This is another one where I can feel like I can melt and stay in this for days. Feels so good. One more breath. Inhale, lift up on your right hand side, very strong. And exhale, use your right hand to pull your left arm up and over. Nice. Your next inhale, come back through center, hold. I'm gonna scoot back a little bit. Single-legged Tadasana. Try without dabbing. Shift your body weight forward, left knee up, get tall. Very good. Gently bend your base leg, step your left toes back, high crescent, hold. Wonderful. Do it again, single-legged Tadasana. Lift without dabbing. And then circle your left knee out to the left. Stay super tall. Hands in the prayer position. Circle your left knee all the way back. Move into that warrior 3. Kick your left leg back behind you. Left hip down, left toes face the down. Lower your left hand down. Bend up your left leg. Reach your right hand for your left foot. Send your left knee up. Create that arch in your spine so you're a little bit chin up, head up, tilted upward. Yes, one more breath. Feel that great hamstring stretch on your right hand side. Send your left knee up a little bit higher. And then bend your base leg, left hand into the center of your chest. Find balance. And then start to stand your twisted dancer prep. Knees together, reach, extend your left arm tall. And then lift up out of your waist, get tall once again. We move into that twisted dancer, lift and kick. Remember, you're going for that arch in your spine. So no rush in coming down. You want to feel that kick. Let your right shoulder draw back. Kick, go for 4. For 3, kick, kick, kick. Woo. For 2. We're landing in that same spot. For 1. Lower your left hand down. Send your left knee up one more time. Yes, and then gently lower your right hand down. Send your left leg up. Lower your head down. Standing split. Continue to send your left heel up. Let your head drop. Nice forward fold. Such a good hamstring stretch. And then bend your base leg, feet together. Chair pose. Arms extend, lengthen, reach. Let's take a breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt your hips a little bit deeper. Sit down. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Drop it down. Head down. Inhale, halfway lift. Push against your shins. And exhale, fold. We'll go back into that high plank. Hands come down, toes go back. Find this place. Hold for 4. Hollow out your chest for 3. Push the floor away. Hold for 2. Downward facing dog is next. For 1. Push your hips up and back. Okay, so we've done a little bit of that twisted, revolve half moon with the bind. We're gonna do that up here in this downward facing dog as well. So from this place, our hamstrings a little bit looser, our shoulders are nice and strong, warmed up. We'll try this here. Trust your balance, trust in your strength. 3-legged dog, send your left leg up. Bend your left leg, heel drops toward your butt. Now maybe you stay here. For your balance though, maybe you try, tent out your right fingers. Challenge yourself just a little bit. If this feels good and you want to stay, awesome. Maybe you start to walk these tented fingers toward your right foot, your back foot. Maybe you bring your right hand to the small of your back. Maybe you move your right hand to your left foot, your ankle. And then lastly, very careful, you start to send your left knee up, your heel away from your bottom. Find that big kick while maintaining balance, while maintaining the strength in your left side. Push, kick, and gently let go of whatever option you took. Hand comes down, foot comes down, and you breathe. Good. Let's try the other side here. Belly in tight. Trust yourself. 3-legged dog. Right leg up high toward the ceiling. Go lift. From here, bend your right leg. Trust your foundation. Stay square. It's easy to open up here. Stay square. Start to tent out your left fingers, right? Already shifting more weight into your right hand. Try walking these tented fingers toward your left foot, your base foot. Maybe you bring your left hand to the small of your back. Hold. Maybe you take your left hand to your right foot ankle. This starts to become very delicate in your balance. So each move, take your time, think about it, and move carefully as you send your right knee up higher toward the ceiling. Kick your right heel away from your bottom. Let your left shoulder get drawn back. Ooh, I lost it. Stay for one more breath. Go kick. Yeah. And gently lower your hand, your foot back down to the floor. Breathe. Lower your both knees down to the floor. And sit your hips back down onto your heels. Take a moment here to circle out your wrists. Good. And remember, when it comes to like downward facing dog, any sort of like variations that we take, another good option, should your wrists feel not so good or whatever the case may be, another option is always doing it on your forearms. So what we just did, we can also try on our forearms. This though, because we're pretty close to the floor, requires quite a bit more shoulder strength, probably a little bit of strength in our chest more than when we're on our hands. So I'm not saying that it's easier necessarily, but it does offer some relief in your wrist because no longer does that come into play. Because I've mentioned it, I feel like we should try it. So let's go for it. Earlier we started with our left leg up, so we'll do that here as well. And just do the best that you can. Remember, you can pause anywhere along the way. The moment though you start to feel your shoulders collapse or your chest collapse, come out of it a little bit or reset yourself. Take a breath and try again. Right? So here we go. I was talking, so we had a little bit of break. Find your elbows, remember, not too wide, right? So anytime we're supporting ourselves in sort of this forearm plank or whatever it is, we want to make sure our elbows don't start to separate out too wide. We no longer have a good foundation. So I almost like to think of our elbows being closer than what you might think is a good stack of shoulders over elbows. Another way to just gauge your distance is if you wrap your hands around your tricep area, you should be able to easily grab that. Another option, by the way, once you plant your fingers on the floor, if you don't like this foundation, it just feels like you're going to continuously slip away, you can also interlace your fingers, and this should feel like a much sturdier base, right? You might basically have a tripod shape. So these are your different options, and we'll just give it a whirl. It's a practice, no big deal. So once you find your place, tuck your toes in, you're in dolphin. Send your left leg up high, bend your left leg. And remember, take any of these different options. Tense your right fingers. And for me, this is slightly more challenging from the perspective of my right heel is not dropped as closely to the floor as when I am in the downward facing dog. So whatever option you're taking, I'm really spreading my left fingers out wide, and I totally fell just now. Grab a hold of your left foot, maybe, and then take your time to start sending your left knee upward toward the ceiling. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Fell again. It's okay. Try one more time wherever you are. I know it's a very big ask, but we're just trying the best that we can. So one more try. Maybe you're already there. Maybe you've stayed in it the entire time. Feel free to let go at any point in time. And just meet me in a child's pose if you're ready to be done. Good. I feel satisfied with that effort. I'm going to take a quick child's pose myself. And then take advantage of this child's pose and feel what it is that your body needs. Maybe your body does not like arms extended in front of you. It's already done so much of that work there. Maybe sort of in more of an embryo shape with your hands toward your feet might feel more restful. Remember, we're trying to create always that length, that distance, shoulders away from our ears. So nice long neck. Very good. Let's move again then. Forearms on the floor. We'll try our other side. Remember, you stop anywhere along the way. It is totally no big deal. I'm going to go for that gauge again. You can reach for your opposite triceps, or you just check You start maybe with elbows a little bit closer, and then once you push out the skin, you're sort of in the perfect spot. Perfect is all relative, right? You are perfect. Tuck your toes in, send your hips up and back. And then best you can, again, you're sending your weight back into your legs, and then send your left leg up high. That's not true. Send your right leg up high, and bend your right leg. Start to tense out your left fingers. And then best you can, again, you're continuing to send weight into your left leg, continuing to relax your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe you reach your left fingers for your right ankle. Take your time. Very delicate, move your right knee up toward the ceiling, heel away from your bottom. Remember, if you fall out, if you can afford to do so, you try again. All right, fight for your balance each time, especially each time you last maybe like a second longer than if you were to let go and just give up. Your body remembers. Use your 5 fingers, your right fingers against the floor. Find some balance. Send your right knee up, kick, kick, kick. I'm satisfied with that one. Lower your hand, your knee. Lower your knees, and then find your embryo proper. So hips down toward your heels. Let your arms just rest down by your sides. Your hands close with your feet. Let your shoulders even just relax, doing nothing at all. Take a couple breaths here in through your nose. Exhale out through your nose. One more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your nose. And then you can use your hands to prop against the floor or use your core to gently roll yourself up. So chin tucked into your chest. Gently roll yourself back up. And from here, big shoulder shrug. Roll your shoulders forward, up, and back, squeeze. One more time, roll your shoulders forward, up, and back. This time, interlace your fingers back behind you. Drop your knuckles down, open your chest. Maybe you send your knuckles even farther back behind you. Inhale, lift up taller. Exhale, send your knuckles back. Maybe tip your head back as well. And gently release. Inhale, arms go all the way up. Exhale, twist open to your right. Lower your left hand down to your outside of your right thigh and twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, go lift up tall. And exhale, twist. This is pretty much as much twisting as we've been doing, actually. Inhale, arms go all the way up. We ended up doing a little bit more back bendy stuff. Exhale, go twist to your left, right hand outside of your left thigh. Again, lift up taller. And exhale, use the leverage of your arm against your leg to twist, twist, twist. Love it. Inhale, arms go all the way up, high. And push it out, right, left. Lower all the way down. Great job today. We're going on that twisty route and then did not end up there. So that's how things go sometimes. But I hope you felt good working your shoulders, maybe a little bit looseness in your spine, a little bit more length in your hamstrings as well. Always a good thing for sure. Good to see you. Thanks for taking class with me. Tomorrow we have our cardio bit, so mentally, physically, be prepared for that 9 a.m. It's a date. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye my friends.